At just 14, she was called the next Brooke Shields, a prodigy, a star in the making. Her rise to Hollywood royalty seemed inevitable. But the truth behind that glittering image was much darker. For Diane Lane, the dream began with a decision no child should ever face. And what followed would shake Hollywood to its core. Born in 1965, Diane came from show business lineage. Her father, Burt Lane, was an acting coach. Her mother, a former Playboy model. Fame was practically in her blood. But her childhood wasn't about parties or teenage milestones. By 6, she was already performing on stage, molded by her father's relentless ambition. The expectations were enormous, the pressure unrelenting. Her parents' bitter divorce when she was just a baby left scars that never quite healed. That fractured family dynamic would shape her and haunt her as success found her. In 1979, a little romance catapulted her into the spotlight. Critics praised her performance, and she earned a Young Artist Award nomination. Overnight, she became Hollywood's next big thing. By the early 80s, she was living with her father in New York, her career strictly managed under his watchful eye. Then came Francis Ford Coppola. He cast her in The Outsiders and Rumble Fish, 2 classics released in 1983. At just 17, Diane Lane was the face of a new generation. She had it all, or so it seemed. Behind the fame, her home life was unraveling. The constant control, the tug-of-war between independence and expectation became unbearable. At 18, she made a daring choice. She broke free. She legally emancipated herself from her father and left New York for Los Angeles. Freedom came with a price. She escaped control, but stepped straight into chaos. In the ruthless Hollywood of the 1980s, emancipation didn't mean stability. Diane was adrift, trying to navigate fame on her own. She turned down Splash, a decision that haunted her. One flop followed another. The media labeled her cursed. Her once bright career dimmed fast. She went from rising star to forgotten name almost overnight. Then came the whirlwind marriage that had everyone talking, her union with actor Christopher Lambert in 1988. It was passionate, intense and volatile. Barely in her 20s, Diane was caught in a storm of love and public scrutiny. What looked like glamour from the outside was emotional chaos within. She wasn't the reckless star the tabloids portrayed. She was a young woman still trying to find herself amid the noise. By 1994, the marriage ended, leaving her to rebuild from the ashes. But out of that heartbreak came renewal. Her role in the TV miniseries, Lonesome Dove, marked her quiet return to serious acting. It wasn't about fame this time, it was about the work. The craft grounded her again. The wild highs and crushing lows of the 80s and 90s shaped Diane Lane into something far greater than a child star. They forged her resilience. When she delivered her mesmerizing, Oscar-nominated performance in Unfaithful in 2002, it wasn't a comeback. It was a revelation. The chaos was behind her. What remained was her artistry. Diane Lane proved that true success doesn't come from the first act of your story, but from how you rise in the second.